to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Rodgers.
Oh,
Double coverage, and it's
that shit was gonna happen.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this return is going to be halted right around the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason.
Damn, we got Odell too.
Example right there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the Packers' 21-yard line.
First carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. On second and goal, here's the option. Quick throw complete, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is what having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And a Packer first down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, that's
Intercepted it is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand.
Open.
Touchdown, 49ers. Richie James, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deep.
Now look
out,
Rodgers the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Preston Smith there on the stop. Packer fans, and not to mention members of this defense, likely hoping to forget what Mostert did to Green Bay in the NFC title game last year. 29 carries, 220 yards, and an NFL postseason record-tying 4 touchdown runs. 2nd and 6. That is caught inside the 5.
That's good.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Oh, that was dangerous.
The pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Mostert. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And it's now 17-0. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. He had just enough to get it done.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
That catch good for only a couple. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
You got plays
that work best for
just
you.
all running.
You're looking for who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And now
oh, my fucking God, man.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Niners 24. Packers.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
But you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams is intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Oh, man, get the fuck out of here.
Get there. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 scores down, not even time yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers, and he's going to go down again. Javon Kinlaw brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Shit.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
No good, no floor.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
It's a game.
That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. Working from the gun. Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
6-yard line.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
Makes the score Niners 31. Packers nothing. Robbie Gould to kick
After
off.
the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They've put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And some room to maneuver.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Richie James on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Complete to Brandon Ayuk.
Why he in the game? He in the fucking way.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And James has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete.
That's bullshit.
Touchdown 49ers. His sixth touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Niners 43, Packers nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Goddamn defense, man. God damn. You know, like ice.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They just yielded a touchdown on the other end. Now they'll be trying to answer the bell and get a score of their own.
It's their opportunity to match. Can they do exactly what they just saw happen to them? Go down the field and score a touchdown. And to me, the best way to do it, look at your play sheet coordinator and call plays for guys who make the best plays for you. Go to the guys that you know can get the ball down to the end zone.
Rodgers now on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right.
Damn,
You
what's my
saw
fucking
that one
pass?
coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 38.
Bro.
And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. This is Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's the 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's James. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Running the counter with Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Niners 43, Packers 14.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got him in. It's James. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Richie James, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers continue to roll. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. takes this about 5 yards deep.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down. From the gun, Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Oh, shit.
Let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
Standing right in the fucking tackle box.
A loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Rodgers.
Get out.
Valdez-Scantling.
Rodgers pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well,
All right, so
you don't have to call the game in fear. Head and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Complete.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
You should. I don't want to see that coming.
Again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Packers 14. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point out.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Get this shit over with.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept.